No, we didn't give a damn who went in the portal. We go get somebody. We go get somebody else. That didn't bother me. Look, I think if you're a coach, man, I feel a little bit different. Like, we never lost a kid that we didn't want to lose.
Sure.
I mean,
Sure. Yeah.
to certain extent, like we never got caught by. I shouldn't say that we didn't want to lose. That's a bad way. We never were caught by surprise with a kid. Like we knew, like a kid wasn't happy or his parents weren't happy. You know, like we all, or you know, we knew, like then we'd have to make a decision. All right, are we going to go try to get this cat back, which we would go do sometimes and get him back, or are we just going to let him walk and not put up much of a fight? And we would do that as well. But we were never. Nobody ever called a meeting and I was like, oh my gosh, what's he meeting with me on? Like you knew, like I would know now, like, all right, these are 2 or 3 that I'm going to have to fight to go get back next year, but I want them back. These are 2 or 3 that I really don't, you know, they may leave, but I don't give a damn. Let them walk. I'm not putting up any fight for them.
Yeah.
And then here's the 5 or 6 guys we're going to target to go replace these guys. Like, you know, I mean, I had a guy on my staff, that's what he was the best at. And he would be putting together lists and looking through stuff and finding stuff. And like, here's what we think we're going to need to do. Like, there was 2 or 3 kids off last year's team. You know, they shoot, I was going to have to go get them back. Now, we were going to get them back. We'd have gotten them back, but there was 2 or 3 we're going to let walk. And that's just the nature of, it. And yeah, I'm not listen, if you're nice to them, you're mean to them, or you're anywhere in between, the decision at the end of the year is going to be the same. You can be as nice as you want to be. They're still transferring. You can be as mean to them as you want to be. They're still going to transfer.
Right.
It doesn't matter. So just do what you do, run it how you want to run it, and you know it'll work out. I mean, you know, we had a bunch of guys that were going to come back. There was 2 or 3 that we were going to have to convince to come back. There's 2 or 3 we were going to let roll so we could open up some scholarships and get better. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to replace the bottom of your roster. If it ain't producing, it ain't producing. And you got to replace them. And with the portal now and some of the other things, I mean, it's relatively simple to do. So, I don't know. I look at it a lot differently than most of them, but that stuff didn't bother me. I don't think you should ever get caught by surprise. There's not one kid who we were caught by surprise when they left. Now, some of them we had multiple meetings with to see if we could work through it. And you know, at the end of the day, I'm honest. I'm honest with them. I tell them, like, hey, this is what I think. This is where it is. And if you want to stay, that's great. We'd love to have you. If you don't, you know, that's great. We'll support you and help you go anywhere else. That's the other thing. I mean, I was going to sign a waiver. Every single one of our kids was immediately eligible who left us. We weren't trying to hold anybody back. We weren't trying to mess with them like some of these coaches do. If you want to leave, leave. And we're going to support you. I mean, I still talk to a lot of our kids who transferred.
Yeah.
I still talk to almost all of them, all the time. They text me, they call me, they still ask me I still talk to almost all of them. And so, you know, you just leave it well and no hard feelings. It is what it is. It's a better opportunity for them, and it's an opportunity for us to get better too.